Hey everyone, this is Clint 300 FPS, here to talk about this week's topic, your first marker setup and your current marker setup. I started out with a spider like a lot of people. It was a good marker. Back when I started around 2001, I think it was one of the first electronic triggered markers, the spider I had. But like a lot of people, I sold it and moved on, so I don't have it to show you today. But as for my current marker setup, currently I'm using a Boblong G6R. This is a Texas Storm model. I recently picked up a dye carbon fiber barrel for it. Seemed to like that a lot. I was using the stock barrel, which is good, but this seemed to work out a lot better for me. I went ahead and picked up a rotor. I tried a couple of the other brands that'll remain nameless. I just prefer this one. I've tried them all. This is what I stuck with. A lot of people could argue that point with me. And of course the Vulcan Crossfire tank, which actually is going to be replaced pretty soon with a new Crossfire tank, but we won't talk about that right now. I like this marker. It's very efficient. It's very fast. It's comfortable. To me, it kind of reminds me of the older Intimidators in the way of the geometry, where the regulator is set a little farther forward of the trigger guard. For a while they got kind of close in with the trigger guard, and I'm kind of a bigger guy, so for me to be all bunched up like that wasn't working out too well. But when this came out, I'm like, yeah, this is perfect. My backup marker, as you can see, is a little bit more old school. Another Boblong 2K5 Dragon. This one, for some reason, even though the regulator is a little closer, like I said, I like this one. The geometry of this marker, it fits me perfect too. I had a Boblong Protege previous to this, and it got a little tight, so this was perfect. I like it. It works great. I haven't had any problems with it. A lot of people say, how much do I have to spend on a marker? I get asked that question a lot. I think really after about $400, it's personal preference. I don't think you're going to get that much performance necessarily, or I should say speed, to be honest, out of a marker. This is my opinion, of course. I think we've all learned that with, Infamous and Excessive winning tournaments with a $450 marker. So a lot of people say, well, you got to spend a lot of money to get the cool stuff. Well, you don't. I prefer this. I like this, and that's why I own it. So that's my current setup.